Hello, my name is Sophia Ho-Tung. I am a writer and illustrator from Hong Kong. I wrote a book. That book is called The Unlikely Hong Konger. I'm reading it in this video series. If you are new and don't know what I'm talking about, there is information and an intro and links to the beginning in the description below. If you are just following along, welcome back. Let's read this chapter. It's called No Gift for Drawing. In 2018, I started submitting short stories to online literary magazines. Stephen King shared in his memoir, On Writing, that he had started his career by doing the same. Hey, if it was a good enough start for a king, then it would be a good enough start for me. Totally butchered that sentence, never mind. I never published anything major. I would reach the final round of a competition or get a piece in a small anthology. However, by 2020, given that I had nothing else to do in bed, I started writing and submitting more. With this new iPad, I figured I could answer calls for art submissions too. The only problem was, I could not draw. At Kids Gallery, I was okay at art. I had good ideas but lacked the skills to realize them. At boarding school, I was accepted into a program that involved preparing portfolio applications for art scholarships to the senior school. I was hands down the worst kid in there. I showed an understanding of what I was supposed to be doing, but I just couldn't actually do anything. By the time I left the preparatory school for the senior school, I did not have an art scholarship, and the art department had misplaced my entire portfolio. It was no loss to anyone. Now in 2020 though, with a brand new iPad, Apple Pencil, and the Procreate app, I was excited to translate ideas from doodles and comics into pixels. I'm going to start that sentence again. I'm really trying not to edit these too much because there are so many videos. I'm just going to read the sentence again. Now in 2020 though, with a brand new iPad, Apple Pencil, and the Procreate app, I was excited to translate ideas for doodles and comics into pixels. There we go. The app functioned like a rudimentary Photoshop. Thanks to digital art classes at Kids Gallery, I was familiar with Adobe software, so the learning curve wasn't too steep. I read Procreate's online handbook and watched YouTube videos to brush up on clipping masks, alpha locks, and layers. All great in theory, but in practice, I still could not draw. That being said, I could trace. Anyone can. If I imported photos into one layer and then traced over them on a second layer, I could generate some semblance of a building or person or object, and once finished, delete the bottom layer. Was it cheating? Sure! But there was no contest. This wasn't for anyone, but myself. I wanted to convert pretty little photos into pretty little drawings for my own pretty little pleasure. So what if I traced them? This was just for me. Just for me. Oof. It had been a while since I had something to do that was not graded or judged. Something that wasn't for anyone else. I could make something with my hands that was good, bad, it did not matter. I could not remember the last time I had let myself spend a day doing something fun, something inconsequential, something just for me. Okay, next chapter's called An Accessible Medium, and I will see you in the next video so we can read it. Au revoir.